Hey everyone, and a huge, warm welcome to the channel. Before we dive into today's fascinating topic, I genuinely hope you're feeling great, taking good care of yourself, and that you're surrounded by positive vibes. Sending you all the best wishes for health and happiness. Seriously, it means a lot that you're here spending your time with me. Okay, let's jump right into something super cool that your brain does almost every single day without you even realizing it consciously. So, have you ever been chilling, maybe looking up at the clouds on a lazy afternoon, and suddenly you see it? A fluffy dragon, a smiling face, or maybe even a giant rabbit. Or maybe you were making toast, and when it popped up, you swear you saw two burnt spots staring back at you like eyes and a little line for a mouth, turning your breakfast into a tiny, crispy companion? How about spotting a scowling face in the front of your car, where the headlights and grille just seem to line up perfectly? That, my friends, is your brain playing a fantastic trick on you, and it's got a proper scientific name, Pareidolia. Pronounced something like Pareidolia. Sounds fancy, but it's something incredibly common and deeply rooted in how we humans are built. Pareidolia is essentially this automatic tendency our brains have to impose meaningful patterns, especially faces, onto random or ambiguous stimuli. It's like your brain is a supercharged pattern recognition machine that's constantly scanning the world, and one of its absolute top priorities is spotting faces. And I mean anything that even vaguely hints at the basic structure of a face. You know, two dots roughly where eyes should be and a line or shape below that could be a mouth can trigger it. Your brain doesn't wait for a perfect photograph. It takes the slightest suggestion and runs with it, shouting "face," before you've even had a chance to consciously think about it. It's incredibly fast and mostly happens completely outside of your deliberate control. Think of it as your brain's default setting. When in doubt, see a face. Why on earth would our brains do this? Why see faces in clouds, rocks, electrical outlets, or potato chips? Well, scientists believe it boils down to evolution. It was simply a matter of survival that got hardwired into us over hundreds of thousands of years. Imagine you're one of our distant ancestors out on the savannah. Spotting the subtle outline of a predator hiding in the tall grass, maybe just seeing two eyes peering out, could literally mean the difference between life and death. Similarly, quickly recognizing the friendly face of a member of your tribe was crucial for cooperation and social bonding. Missing a real face, a false negative, could be catastrophic. You get eaten or ostracized. But seeing a face where there isn't one, a false positive? Like thinking a rock looks a bit like a lion? Well, that might make you jump unnecessarily, but you're still alive to tell the tale. It was far safer for our ancestors to be slightly jumpy and see faces everywhere than to miss a single real, potentially dangerous or important one. So, natural selection favored brains that were hypersensitive to facial patterns. This wiring is so fundamental that we're born with it. Babies show a preference for face-like patterns almost immediately after birth. This face-spotting machinery resides in a specific part of your brain called the fusoform gyrus, often nicknamed the fusoform face area. This region lights up like crazy, not just when we see actual human faces, but also when we experience pareidolia, when we see that face in the car front or the moon. It's proof that the same neural circuits are being activated whether it's a real person or an illusion created by random shapes. Your brain isn't trying to trick you. It's using the same incredibly efficient, life-saving shortcut it always uses. It's applying the face template because that template has been vitally important for so long. And because faces convey so much information, emotion, intention, identity, threat level, recognizing them instantly gives us a massive social and survival advantage. Pareidolia isn't just limited to faces, though that's the most common and strongest form. We also impose other meaningful patterns onto randomness. Hearing vague whispers and white noise or static might make you think you hear your name or faint voices. That's auditory pareidolia. Seeing shapes of animals in clouds or the man in the moon are other visual examples beyond just faces. Religious figures appearing in tree bark, water stains, or food items are frequently reported instances of pareidolia that often carry deep significance for people. Throughout history and across cultures, humans have interpreted these perceived patterns in nature or everyday objects as messages from gods, spirits, or the universe itself. Think of the famous Face on Mars photo taken by Viking 1 in 1976, a clear example of pareidolia on a planetary scale that sparked endless speculation until higher-resolution images showed it was just a rocky hill. Artists have also played with this tendency for centuries. Leonardo da Vinci even wrote about seeing inspiration for paintings in stains on walls. Surrealist artists like Salvador Dali deliberately created works that could be interpreted in multiple ways, tapping into our pareidolic tendencies. Modern cartoons and character design often rely on this principle too. Cars like Herbie the Love Bug or characters like Wall-E are instantly relatable because we see faces in their designs. The experience of pareidolia is actually a positive and fun aspect of being human most of the time. It sparks creativity, fuels imagination, and can be a source of amusement and connection. Sharing pictures of a rock that looks like a grumpy old man or a cloud shaped like a dinosaur is a universal joy found all over social media. It reminds us of our shared human perception. It's a harmless quirk of our neurology that adds a layer of whimsy to the world. However, it's important to understand that the intensity and interpretation of pareidolia can vary. While seeing a smiley face in your soup is normal, if someone constantly sees complex, detailed faces with specific, often threatening expressions in random patterns and believes they are real with absolute conviction, it could be a sign of underlying neurological or psychiatric conditions, though this is far less common. For the vast majority of us, pareidolia is just a cool, everyday brain glitch in the best possible way, a testament to our brain's incredible pattern-seeking superpower. So, the next time you catch yourself waving back at a friendly-looking house, noticing a surprised expression on your power adapter, or pointing out a bunny in the clouds, remember what's happening. It's not silly, it's science. It's your ancient, hardwired survival brain doing exactly what it evolved to do, prioritizing the detection of faces and meaningful patterns above all else. It's a fundamental part of your human operating system, constantly scanning the environment for social cues and potential threats using the most efficient shortcuts available. Embrace the pareidolia. It's a window into the deep history of our species and the amazing, sometimes quirky, ways our brains construct our reality. It connects us to our ancestors and to each other through a shared perceptual experience. Keep looking around you. The world is full of hidden faces and patterns waiting for your brilliant pattern-finding brain to discover them. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this fascinating quirk of the mind with me today. Stay curious, keep looking at the world with wonder, and as always, take good care of yourselves. See you next time.